Hi, I'm Lisa Huck, founder of Thrive Fitness Nutrition Lifestyle, and I'm here to continue the talk about posture and what can be done to counter the damaging effects of posture. Of course, we're blessed to be able to live on a planet that has posture. So what we're talking about today is hydrating, oxygenating, loosening up all the muscles of the upper body. When we don't move our parts, we're not drawing in all the resources, the oxygen, the heat, the nutrients, the hydration that your cells need to thrive. And we're also at the same time not driving out the waste products that build up every day just from the machinery of the cells working. So this next part is a shoulder shrug series, and it's meant to resource in all the good stuff, detox and drive out the bad stuff as we soften the tissues of the upper body. So with posture, what we see is we see the front muscles of the body getting tight and pulling us forward. And so we've got a tight, short musculature in the front, and then we see the back of the body, the back muscles, all the muscles that hold the shoulder blades onto the person get long and tight. So we've got tightness on both sides, but we've got shortness in the front and length in the back, which ends up in a forward stoop. So we're gonna work that today. The shoulder girdle, the collarbone, and the shoulder blade is this amazing piece that sits on the rib cage. And it's supposed to be able to go forward and back on the rib cage, move side to side in a rotational way, move rotation in this way, and it also does independent movement. So we're addressing those parts, keeping those parts soft to be able to allow them to move freely without restriction and without pain and impingement and without freezing up and getting frozen shoulder. Movements can be done anytime, any place. They can be done standing or sitting. They're great to do at work to counteract that stationary position, that static position that a person is in for a long time. So these movements are particularly great after you've just woken up in the morning, because one of the things that we find happens is as people are sleeping on their sides and their shoulders are being pushed up against their neck, this whole girdle of the front to back, those muscles are sitting in that position for a long time. And as I said, if tissues are in a position for more than 20 minutes, we know they start changing to those shortnesses and tightnesses. So having that whole shoulder girdle pushed up is really damaging and starts to change the shape and the tightness. So people wake up and they're getting shorter and tighter. These shrugs will really start to keep those girdles and those tissues mobile for you. So it's a great thing to do early in the morning, right when you've woken up too. I'm gonna have you start off by just pulling the shoulders up as far as you can and then bringing them down as far as you can. I'm squeezing my buns slightly just to stabilize my spine, and it activates my spinal muscles, my core muscles. Up and down, we'll do about 5 reps. Only go to the length and the whatever feeling feels good for you. It shouldn't feel painful or excruciating. So then I'm gonna go ahead and bring my shoulders forward as far as I can, and then back to squeeze the shoulder blades as far as I can, and then again forward as far as I can, and then back as far as I can. I'm gonna take it a little bit farther by bringing the hands forward, and then the hands back, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then again, hands forward. I'm squeezing my buns to stabilize my spine, and hands back. And now I'm gonna have you bring your hands up, and we'll go a little bit rotation, where I'm just trying to move those shoulder blades across my rib cage, just like that. Again, squeezing the buns slightly. Your numbers are up to you. It's about changing your body. Thank you, Nita, for joining me. Changing just the stimulation on your body, bringing in the resources, pushing out the toxins. And now I'm gonna have you put your hands together, bring your up behind your head. I'm squeezing my buns to stabilize my spine, and then bringing them all the way back and up. We're really moving those shoulder blades and that shoulder girdle in the track that they're able and capable of moving but may have gotten stuck. So we're sort of freeing up that track, boring out that track, and softening up all those tissues. We'll do one more time. And all the way back. Good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you have your hands here, and we're going to open up the hands. I call this the flasher. So we keep the elbows squeeze to the side and open up whatever range you have. This is really rotating those shoulder blades back into the track. Now you see this done a lot for rotator cuff injuries, but I'm not really doing it for that. I'm doing it just for mobility, softening, heating, resourcing the tissues. This feels so good along your upper bridge. I'm still squeezing the buns. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands up this way a little bit and then down. I'm just moving those shoulder blades in their track, moving the collarbone back and around, and then I'm going to hold that there for a second, squeeze the buns, slide the neck back, push the head long. Notice the belly's tightening. This is the posture stance that I taught in another series. Thank you so much. If you haven't gotten my free gift of the 3-part movement series, go to my website. Keep those questions coming. I love responding to your needs. Thank you.